Arsenal now in contact to sign incredible £218,000 per week Bayern Munich star. Arsenal have now been in contact over the signing of an incredible Bayern Munich star, and a free transfer could be on the cards next summer. Gunners set out to strengthen in January due to injury crisis. Mikel Arteta has made it clear he is looking to bring in new reinforcements during the January transfer window, given the injury crisis he's been forced to deal with this season, saying, "The thing is, we've had more injuries than expected, some of them not avoidable, I would say, but we want to be better and we know how important the part of having the right availability with players is going to play in the season. The window is there. We're Arsenal, and we have to be looking at it and saying, okay, what do we need? We have to be actively looking, and then can we do it or not? That's a different story. But our job is to always be very prepared because something can happen." Indeed, the Gunners have struggled on the injury front, with Declan Rice even being forced to fill in at right back in the recent 2-1 victory against Brighton and Hove Albion, given that Jurrien Timber was absent. One position in which Arteta is well stocked is central midfield, with Rice and Martin Zubimendi forming quite the partnership, but the North Londoners have now been in contact over a move for Bayern Munich star Leon Goretzka. That is according to a report from Caught Offside, which states Arsenal have been approached by the representatives of the midfielder, who has the same agent as Kai Havertz, although they are more likely to wait until the summer before pursuing a move, at which point he may well be available on a free transfer. However, there are a whole host of clubs in the race for the German signature, with bitter rivals Tottenham Hotspur currently in pole position, while the likes of Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, and Manchester United are also named as potential suitors. Goretzka could be an incredible signing for Arsenal. Former Arsenal man Emmanuel Petit has urged Arsenal to make a move for the Bayern maestro in the past, saying, "The main two players I would target if I was Arsenal would be Joshua Kimmich and Leon Goretzka." Since then, the Gunners have strengthened their midfield, with Zubimendi proving to be a savvy addition, being lauded as exceptional by Arteta, but the manager could do with some more strength and depth if he is going to compete on all fronts. Goretzka, who rakes in £218,000 a week, could therefore be a savvy addition, especially considering his potential availability on a free transfer, with the central midfielder very experienced at the highest level, amassing 6 goals and 9 assists in 68 Champions League games. Bayern star Leon Goretzka, why the German midfield maestro could be an incredible signing for Mikel Arteta's project. Arsenal's reported interest in Bayern Munich midfielder Leon Goretzka has reignited debate around the club's next step toward elite European status, with former Arsenal legend Emmanuel Petit publicly urging the club to move for the Bayern star. This in-depth feature explores why Goretzka could be a transformative signing, how he fits into Arteta's tactical vision, and what his arrival could mean for Arsenal's title ambitions in the Premier League and beyond. Arsenal at a crossroads of ambition. Arsenal Football Club have reached a critical stage in their modern evolution. After years of rebuilding, frustration, and near misses, the North London club now finds itself knocking persistently at the door of football's elite. Under Mikel Arteta, Arsenal have re-established themselves as genuine Premier League title contenders, playing progressive football built on youth, structure, and tactical intelligence. Yet, as recent seasons have shown, the difference between challenging and conquering often lies in experience, depth, and elite mentality. This is where Arsenal's reported interest in Bayern Munich midfielder Leon Goretzka becomes particularly compelling. According to emerging reports, Arsenal have opened talks or at least explored the conditions surrounding a possible move for the Bayern star, a player who has won everything at club level and remains one of Europe's most complete midfielders. Former Arsenal and France legend Emmanuel Petit has gone even further, urging the club to act decisively. "The main two players I would target if I was Arsenal would be Joshua Kimmich and Leon Goretzka." Petit's words resonate deeply with Arsenal supporters who understand that Arsenal's next step requires not just talent, but authority, leadership, and big-game pedigree. Who is Leon Goretzka, a modern midfield powerhouse? Leon Goretzka is not merely a central midfielder, he is a modern football prototype. Standing at over 6 feet tall, physically dominant yet technically refined, Goretzka blends athleticism with intelligence in a way few midfielders can. Since joining Bayern Munich from Schalke in 2018, Goretzka has evolved into a Champions League winning, Bundesliga-dominating midfield general. His game is defined by powerful box-to-box running, tactical discipline, goal threat from midfield, defensive work rate, and leadership under pressure. At Bayern, Goretzka has often been tasked with balancing creative players, protecting the backline, and arriving late in the box to score crucial goals. This versatility makes him uniquely valuable and uniquely suited to a team like Arsenal. Emmanuel Petit's endorsement, why it matters. When Emmanuel Petit speaks about midfielders, Arsenal fans listen. Petit was the embodiment of balance during Arsenal's late 1990s dominance, strong defensively, intelligent in possession, and fearless in big matches. His endorsement of Goretzka is therefore not casual praise, it is a tactical recommendation. Petit's belief that Arsenal should target Kimmich or Goretzka reflects a deeper understanding of what Arsenal lack at the very highest level, a midfielder who can control chaos. While Arsenal's current midfield boasts talent and energy, there have been moments, especially in decisive matches, where experience and physical authority were missing. Goretzka represents exactly the kind of signing that closes that gap. Tactical fit, how Goretzka elevates Arteta's Arsenal. Mikel Arteta's system is built on control. Arsenal dominate possession, press aggressively, and rely on midfielders who can both protect and progress the ball. Goretzka fits seamlessly into this philosophy. Box-to-box excellence. Goretzka's ability to cover ground would complement Arsenal's existing midfielders. He can operate as a left-sided number 8, a double pivot partner, a defensive shield in tough away matches. His late runs into the box would add a new scoring dimension, something Arsenal have relied too heavily on from wide players in recent seasons. Physical dominance in big matches. One of Arsenal's recurring criticisms has been physicality in high-stakes games. Goretzka changes that narrative instantly. Against teams like Manchester City, Real Madrid, or Bayern Munich themselves, his presence adds steel and intimidation. Tactical intelligence. Having played under managers like Hansi Flick, Julian Nagelsmann, and Thomas Tuchel, Goretzka understands positional discipline at the highest level. He would become an on-pitch extension of Arteta's ideas. Experience Arsenal cannot buy easily. Younger players bring hunger, experienced winners bring belief. Goretzka has won multiple Bundesliga titles, lifted the UEFA Champions League, played in World Cup and European Championship tournaments. That experience matters when seasons are decided by fine margins. When pressure peaks, players like Goretzka remain calm, a trait Arsenal desperately need in title run-ins. Leadership and mentality, the missing ingredient. One of the understated benefits of signing Leon Goretzka would be his mentality. At Bayern Munich, mediocrity is not tolerated. Every season is defined by expectation, not hope. Bringing that culture into Arsenal's dressing room could be transformative for younger stars. Goretzka would not need time to understand pressure. He thrives in it. The financial and strategic perspective. Arsenal have been smart in the market, targeting players entering their prime rather than declining stars. Goretzka, while experienced, still has years of elite football ahead of him. From a strategic standpoint, he improves the first 11 immediately. He raises training standards. He increases Arsenal's credibility in Europe. This is the type of signing that signals ambition, not just to fans, but to rivals. Why this move makes sense for Goretzka. From Goretzka's perspective, Arsenal represent a new challenge rather than a step down. The Premier League offers higher intensity, global spotlight, a chance to become the cornerstone of a rising project. At Arsenal, Goretzka would not be one of many stars, he would be central. Potential concerns and counterargument. No transfer is without risk, critics may question. Injury history, age profile, adaptation to Premier League pace. However, these concerns are mitigated by his elite conditioning, tactical versatility, and proven adaptation across systems. In reality, few midfielders are more prepared for English football than Goretzka. What this signing would symbolize. If Arsenal succeed in signing Leon Goretzka, it would represent more than squad depth. It would symbolize Arsenal's return to elite recruitment, a shift from potential to power, a statement to Europe. This would not be a hopeful signing, it would be a declaration. An incredible signing in every sense. Emmanuel Petit's words capture the essence of this potential